Hey, YouTube Rando here. Oh, this thing's dirty. I want to do a video on our new fire kit we just put together. We repurposed this old Craftsman socket set and took the sockets out of it, of course, and reused the pack itself to turn into a fire kit. Now, this isn't like a bug-out bag fire kit or anything. This is like a camping fire kit, something we're going to take camping with us. I've used it around the house quite a few times. We've yet to go camping, so I've yet to give it a try. Oh, neighbor's starting up the car. He got a little hot rod back there. He thinks he does anyway. He has to rev it up when he starts it. It's all good. I do the same thing in the 5.0. So this is a little kit we threw together out of that just so we could take camping with us. It's getting around that time of year again to where it's perfect time to go camping. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. I like camping in the winter better. I like winter camping. I don't like summer camping. I don't like sweating. So this is about the time of the year we usually go out. We usually go out to the deer lease. We haven't been since we went out there to do a cleanup, but we do have plans on going out there soon. So we'll bring the camera along with us. The wife's agreed to let me make a couple of videos out there. Like I said, usually when we go camping, that's family time, not YouTube time. So I don't really get to make videos and stuff like that. But my kids kind of, get into it whenever I bring the camera along. So we used to do camp videos when we lived out in the sticks. You walk 100 yards into my backyard and be in the middle of the woods. So it was kind of cool to do videos, and I don't know, we might get back into that. Just real quick, we'll open it up and go through it. If you open it with the letters facing up, everything kind of stays in place in here. You can see I have some loose stuff in here. It's these pads. This is 4 wax pads, the little makeup pads, cosmetic pads, just dipped in wax. Burned for a really long time. This is a lot of fires just right here, but if you wanted a definite fire, you could just take that whole puck and light it up. Got some cotton so I could, strike a ferro rod nice and easy. These are the matchstick Coghlan's fire sticks with the match head on it. I usually split these in half and get 2 fires out of it, and you can use this as a big match head. You can just strike it on a surface and it'll light up. Vaseline cotton balls. Got 3 packs of the cheaper weatherproof matches, stormproof matches. Quite a bit of fat wood, more Vaseline cotton balls. I have a small knife that I threw in here. This is the Case Sod Buster Jr. Threw one of these in here just so I could have something to work on the fat wood with if I didn't have my main knife. Coghlan's fire sticks. This isn't a Coghlan. I forget who makes this one now. I think it's SE that makes these, because these are the Coghlan's right here. They don't actually have the match head on them. I have one of these cheaper magnesium blocks that I got from Harbor Freight. Had it for years. Very rarely do I use it because the magnesium is really hard. The magnesium content's low in it, but the actual block's really hard. It's hard to get shavings off of, but I threw it in there just because I had the space. UST base case. This has a lot of Tender Quicks in it, just jammed full of Tender Quicks all the way to the top. These are the is it UCO that makes them? UCO stormproof matches, the lifeboat matches they make. That's what's in this one. I have this one stuffed full of those, but I keep matches that are just out that I can have access to, so I don't have to actually open any of my match cases. If I want to use a match, there's plenty of matches right here I can grab from, and then when it starts getting low, I can open another pack and refill this area full of matches. And most of these matches, it don't matter if they get wet. None of these matter. You dry them off and strike them. The only ones that would matter are the ones with the white tips. These are strike anywheres. If these got wet, they'd be ruined. The red tip ones are actually waterproof. Coghlan's waterproof matches. They're dipped in wax, so those wouldn't matter. I've got a striker underneath this piece of fat wood right here, and then again I have more fat wood. I love working with fat wood. In fact, I'll probably throw some more in here. And then I have the Spark Force. This is the UST Spark Force. Great little fire starter right there. That's probably my favorite one. But if you look at it, it looks like there's some wasted space, but there's really not. Like this right here sits down in there, so it keeps the pack even, right? And then there's a wasted space right here but that's where this and this sits. The UST sits down in here in this space, so everything on this side offsets everything on this side where it sits, you know what I mean? So I don't have big bulges in the pack anywhere, and that's what I really like about this case, is it keeps everything like compartmentalized, you know, keeps everything organized, whatever you want to say there. There's some more fat wood. I didn't even think I had those pieces. I didn't know about those pieces. But so I could probably fit a little bit more in here, but not much. I think it's just perfect the way it is. Like I said, this slides down in between the knife and this. So it sits down in there. This sits down in here. Everything has its place, and I don't think there's a whole lot of wasted space on it. Like I said, I could fit more, but not much. You can see like how that match case just sits right next to that one on top of the fat wood. That blue case goes in between the knife and then back there, so everything's kind of out of the way. Everything in here is kind of flat that sits on top of here, so it keeps the pack nice and even, and that's what I liked about it more than anything. So I think we're going to keep it like this for a while. We did have the main fire pack that we used to use was a old fishing kit, a tackle box, and I just think this is a lot better. It keeps everything just organized so much better. I don't have to dig underneath anything to get to any one thing. Everything's right there in front of me, so I really like it. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.